Good morning from Athens. We got here 2 nights ago after a very long drive from Albania and a lot of tolls. We've been driving all day to get from Saranda, Albania to Athens, Greece. It's a 6-hour drive.
5 hours in.
We're 5 hours in right now. There is an hour time difference, so we're going ahead 1 hour, which we didn't really know until last night. It's a beautiful drive. It's pretty easy. It's mostly highway. But the thing that is killing us is that in 5 hours, we have hit 8 tolls. The most tolls that we've ever hit on a single drive, probably in our entire lives, even in the US where there's tolls everywhere. We pay a toll, and then the very next road, like maybe 5 minutes down the road, is another toll. So in total, we have spent $40 US in tolls just in the last 5 hours, and we still have an hour to go. So, you don't want to make any bets on if we're gonna hit another one or not in the last hour?
I'll bet you we'll hit 50.
Only $50?
I'll bet you hit $50.
Oh my gosh, it's crazy. And gas is more expensive too. We just filled up our tank. It cost us $75, whereas in Albania it cost us like what, 60? Closer to $60. So that's fun. So Athens is already killing the budget, but we're really excited to go to Athens. So
we're gonna get there right about 7 o'clock.
Yeah, really late, later than I would have liked to get there. But it is what it is, I guess. And we had to change our Airbnb last minute in Athens because Ryan was looking up some information on like what we can do and maybe some tips and stuff for Athens. And we found out that the neighborhood that we booked the Airbnb in is like the worst crime and prostitution area of Athens. And it's like completely not safe to walk around at night. And it is street parking at that Airbnb. So not only will we have to be parking our car there with half of our things in it in a neighborhood filled with crime, but we'll have our little kids walking around maybe at night. It just it sounded a little iffy. And then I was reading more of the reviews on Airbnb, and it has a bunch of good reviews, but then there are also reviews saying that some people got robbed walking to the Airbnb. A lot of people saying it's like a high crime neighborhood, it's like not safe. So we spent some time and found somewhere else, and it has a dedicated parking area, and it's in a safer neighborhood, and it's about a 30-minute walk from like the Acropolis, which we're totally fine with, or we can take public transport. But
in the interview that I was watching, they asked them what's the top 3 things you'd give any tourist coming to Athens, and that was the first thing that she mentioned, was do not go to this particular neighborhood.
It's Ammonia, something like that. It's a square. You know, I do my best to research everywhere that we're staying to find a good area at a good price, and I read all the reviews to make sure it's safe, there's no bed bugs, there's no major complaints that, you know.
And she mentioned that to me. That it was kind of like a dodgy neighborhood, whatever. And we've stayed in what people would probably consider
a lot of Westerners or Americans especially would say is a dodgy area. But just because it might look like a dodgy area, if it were in America, it doesn't mean it's not a safe area. So we're used to being in more local neighborhoods, because when we book Airbnbs, usually we're not in the center where all the tourists are. Usually we stay a little farther out in the local neighborhoods, a little bit of a farther drive or walk in, just to save some money, and we don't mind it. But they might look scary to some people who've never been to certain parts of Europe. But so we just thought it was that. Maybe they didn't understand. Maybe they thought it was it looked sketchy, but it's really fine. But no, I guess come to find out, it's not safe. So
not if it's the top tip to give tourists.
Top tip to give tourists: don't book a place here. So cancel that. So we got that all squared away. So happy about that. And the weather's gonna be pretty nice. So 70s or something, I think. So still have like an hour left, and hopefully it goes by really fast. But he's so tired. He's already taken so many naps. He doesn't know what else to do. I'm sorry, Bubba. What'd you just say to me?
There's another tool if you want to put your camera right up here.
Stop.
Right.
Toll number 9. Yay. Toll number 9. I can't believe this. We still have 55 minutes. I wonder how much it's gonna be though. Most of them have been between $2 and $3, but there was one that was 15. It was for a bridge. So this one would probably be like $2 to $3. But the good thing is you can pay them all with cards. Whereas in a lot of the other Balkan countries, it was cash only. So we were like scrambling to find coins, especially in Bosnia when we didn't have a lot of cash. Luckily they also took euros, but these ones have all been cards. So very happy about that. Yeah, $1.90. So there's another one. $2.07 USD. And Ryan just said, I'm gonna keep my card out at this point. I would have done that after like the third toll.
I've been keeping the card, and then after I got gas, I put it back in my wallet.
Just take it back out. We still got 53 minutes, so that's enough for a few more. So guess what? We have 30 minutes still. And we're coming up on toll number 10. Toll number 10. 10 tolls. We haven't even left this road, mind you. We've been on this same like highway for hours. $2.30. Jeez. Just look at this. Look how narrow this street is, and there's parking on both sides. Yesterday we got up really early, earlier than we've been up on this entire trip. We got up at 6 so that we could get to the Acropolis for our 8 a.m. time slot. And so glad we did, because the pictures we got with the sun coming up over the hill were just like breathtaking. And it was super crowded, but as we were leaving later in the day, we saw just how busy it could be. So definitely recommend getting there right when they open. There still was a line even before 8 a.m. before they opened. So definitely be prepared for that. But they do have stroller storage, which we're really happy about, because we had a 30-minute walk there from our Airbnb, and there's no way we would have made it there with the kids walking. So we were able to bring the stroller and the carriers. So we took the stroller there, parked it in the stroller storage, which is locked up and I guess guarded with like security, and then we're able to put the kids up on the carriers and walk through the Acropolis. So we were able to walk through the Acropolis in probably about an hour and a half with the kids, but what we found out later was that we missed the entire like southern slope of the Acropolis. So we missed the theater.
Had so much fun.
We did have so much fun. So we missed the theater of Dionysus and some of the stuff on the southern slope. We didn't even make it down there. And when I looked, we are not able to re-enter with our ticket to see the rest of it. So we'd have to pay again. So I think we're just gonna skip it. But we did see the theater in the southern slope from up top on the Acropolis. So I have a little picture of that and some videos. So we did see it from a distance, but we will not be going back to pay again to see the southern slope. So just so you know, there is a second part other than the part up on the hill. There's the whole southern slope. And we did not do the Acropolis Museum. And we bought the combined ticket that gives you access to most of the major sites in Athens, which is actually a really good deal. So we're able to make it to quite a lot yesterday. After the Acropolis, we did the Roman Agora, the Ancient Agora, and Hadrian's Library. We're also able to make it to Monastiraki Square, which is the main square, where we had lunch and walked around a little bit, saw some of the shops, had some ice cream, and then we headed back, and we're back in time for nap time. What, baby? Sissy's cold, you're right. It's a little chilly, huh? All we have is the rain jackets right now, so. Don't ruin her little bunnies, her cute little bunnies. She calls them her tiger ears. It's so cute. We're in Athens, Greece. We have an 8 a.m. time slot at the Acropolis. We bought the combined ticket with all the sites, the audio guide, and I think this is the earliest we've been out on this entire trip. It's a half an hour walk from our Airbnb, so we got up at 6 to make sure we were out on time. And we're doing pretty good. it. So many cats. So many cats. Little kitties. Not stroller friendly. But I heard they do have a storage room for strollers, which is why we brought it. So.